Alright, so it's August 2nd, 2017. I think the biggest problem and the topic's going to be for today is going to be procrastination and urgency. I think the biggest problem is when I'm around people, I hear the thing of, I'm going to make it up tomorrow, or, I'm going to do it next week, or I'm going to, like I said, you're going to push it aside and it's not that important to you to accomplish. And I mean, I know for myself, I know when I do those things and I procrastinate, I get behind, and I get real behind. And I know in this business right here, when you procrastinate and you're not coming in every day, you get behind a lot. And it's not weeks. I mean, you're behind months. And right now, the biggest thing for me is to get ahead. And like I said, I'm urgent about it. Like, I need this now. Like, I need this money now. I need this place now. I need this car now. And I know you got to have some patience with it, and it takes time. But if you're not on it every day, I mean, like I said, you're going to get behind, and it's going to be a struggle. And I know for me, I don't like the struggle. I don't like to have to worry about paying my bills. I don't like to have any type of worry. And like my dad told us yesterday, and the guys that were in the van yesterday, for me, Xavier, and Eric, like he said, you can't worry about nothing. You can't let anything get to you. I think the biggest thing I've learned from my dad is he doesn't let anything phase him. Like I said, he's numb to it. Like I said, if he gets 5 deals in a week, or if he makes $20,000 in a week, or if he makes over $1 million in a year, like, he's numb to it. He's supposed to do this. And I think that's the biggest thing we got to do for everybody. We got to be numb to this business, and we can't have any type of emotions to it. Like, you got to, like, you take a victory, you take a victory. You're supposed to do it. And if you take a loss, I mean, obviously, like I said, you're going to have some losses and you're going to have some wins. And it's more to have better victories than losses, of course. So, I mean, like you said, man, we got to get this now. I know for our van, I mean, I'm speaking on behalf of our van. Like, we got to get this now, guys. I mean, we got to get these deals in. We got to write, and everybody's got to write. Today, I mean, we're gonna do the buddy system today. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure Xavier gets on board, and whoever partner you pick out for the van, like, we're gonna make sure everybody gets on board, because it's unacceptable. We can't just have guys that are blanking consistently every day. I mean, everybody's got to get it. And I know for myself, I take it personal for myself, my personal production. If, like I said, if I don't get a deal for the day, shoot, I feel like I'm letting our team down. I'm letting our van down, and I know everybody else. I mean, if you guys take it that way, I mean, it's personal. And we got to be urgent, guys. We got to be real urgent. We got to get this now. And like I said, we're gonna miss that boat. We're gonna miss that boat, and then next thing you know, you're like, hey, where am I at in 2018? And you're like, you're in the same fucking place. I know for myself, I want to be real ahead in 2018. Like I said, my dad talked to us, I mean, a couple months ago about where we're going to be at in 2018, not where we're at right now in 2017. We're working towards where we're going to be in 2018, 2019, 2020. Like he said, we planned our 10-year plan, and that's what me, Pete, and my dad did, and I meant that. Whatever I said that day, like, I meant that. I meant my 10-year plan. Like I said, I want to be real ahead, and I want to be retired at 30. That's what I want to do. That's my main goal, and that's what's going to happen. And I know right now, if I'm not urgent about it, it's not going to happen, because I'm going to say, okay, I'll do it next week. I'll get real serious next week. I'll get serious next month. Like, no, I need to get urgent right now, and I need to get serious right now, because, I mean, to make serious money, you got to be serious. And, I mean, for myself, like, I'm just speaking on my behalf, guys, and my personal, like I said, my experience, and there's a good side and there's a bad side. I choose to be on the good side every time. And for you guys, I mean, I hope you guys choose the same side. Like I said, you guys choose to do the good things, do good business and all that, and you're honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself too. So make sure, like I said, where you're at right now, because that's where you're at. And for me personally, like I said, I'm out because of decisions I made in the past, or decisions I made the week before. I mean, that's why I'm in the place I'm in right now. And like I said, my choice is to get ahead and is to stay ahead. That's the biggest thing on my goal sheet, and that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, for me, like I said, we got to be real urgent about it, and we got to get it now. And we're in a now business. And I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm not going to take a seat in the back and say, like, oh no, I'm gonna let this guy like run the team, or I'm gonna let this guy get the deals first, I'm gonna let this guy make the money first. Like, no, I mean, like I said, I'm competitive. I know I played sports, me personally, and like I said, I was in a winning organization, so I'm not gonna, like I said, take a back seat and just start losing now. Like, no, I'm not. Like I said, I need wins. I need victories every day, and these little victories are gonna lead up to the big victory. And like I said, your goal is to make $1 million to be successful. That's the biggest goal. then yeah, we got to do that, and we got to put in the work, and we got to understand the process of it. And like I said, the meeting yesterday was understanding of the process of it and how much it takes, and like I said, I mean, what it really takes. So for me, like I said, man, we just got to get it now, and we got to create some urgency. Like, we got to get the emotions going, and we got to really do this shit. I mean, we're pretty much like the only guys that are coming in. I mean, everybody else is kind of like down. And I know DQ's team, I know they're killing it. So for us right now, we got to get it out, guys. We got to really get it now. We got to step on the gas pedal. A lot of these, like during the summer or during the end of the week, people let off the gas, and you know, they get real comfortable. For me personally, like I said, that's not me. For me to get ahead, I need to step on the gas every time and push it even more down. So I'm gonna let Deshaun finish it off, and then we'll go based off of that.
It's actually a good topic. I wrote a bunch of notes down because it has something to do with what I want to talk about. And what I want to talk about is energy. You know, I'm always watching and seeing what's going on. The reason why I have my team back over on this area and we're over here is so I can study and see exactly what Travis is doing, because sure, we don't need him or whatever to go to work and get deals, but if you have someone or somebody there you can learn from, like, why not learn from? Why take the hard route? You know, learn from all the mistakes that he's made and speed up the process, get in the fast track. If there's traffic in one lane, are you going to sit in that lane, or are you going to pull to the left and start dipping in the carpool lane? If you got somebody in the car, you don't get a ticket and suspend a license like I do, and they get arrested for working Sunday like I did. Because that's what happened. But that's a big thing, man. And what I actually figured out was what I saw yesterday from him is that he had fucking energy, man. Like, we're pulling off from the parking lot. He had energy, even though he was probably like a dozen beers in or something like that. But he still had energy, man. And I think that's one thing as a new person you have to understand that you got to have. You got to have energy, because, you know, I look at it like even taking pre-workout, going to the gym. I relate a lot of stuff to the gym because that's what I'm doing now, you know. When you're in the gym and you're just doing regular push-ups or whatever, say if you have pre-workout, now you're lifting heavier, you're lifting harder, you're pushing yourself more, you're doing more things, and that will translate a lot more to this business, man. If you have energy, your thoughts will be on a bigger scale, the ideas will be on a bigger scale, your actions will be on a bigger scale, your vision will be on a bigger scale. So you always got to have energy, and if you have that energy, all you got to do is break through one time, and your procrastination will be gone. Because honestly, I feel like that's procrastination. I feel like this is the number one thing you got to battle as a new person, man. Like, this is the number one hump you got to get over. And even as you get older, that's like why it says it's harder as you get older. I've been doing this for 6-7 years now, and this is something you still have to deal with procrastination. You got to break through, man. And the whole point about that is you got to just go. You got to just go, and keep going. And as long as you never stop, you keep breaking through wall after wall after wall after wall after wall after wall. And then what happens is you do get numb. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel all this stuff coming up. You got so much energy, your expectations are way up here. So even when you're at your expectations in your mind and you're below it, you're already there. So when you get there, it ain't no big deal. When you get your car, like I know Roger was going after his Audi for a while, and he finally got the Audi, it wasn't a big deal. When I was going after my car, my house, I actually got it. It wasn't a big deal. I actually kind of felt shitty because I wanted it more. It felt better going after it than when I really got it, man. You know, so you basically get numb after you go through all this stuff. And the point is, this will kick your ass if you stop. That's all it boils down to. If you fucking stop, then this creeps back in. All the walls you broke through start to rebuild itself. They start to get stronger. They start to get a little bit fucking thicker. And it's that much more harder to break through that wall, man. So the number one thing is you got to have urgency. You got to go. You got to get it now. You got to have patience. And you got to just fucking go, man. You got to just go. And this is the only thing that clicked in my head. And that's why I'm telling myself, like, I'm working 7 days a week, man. Like, I really broke a lot of this stuff down. And I was with his dad when he went from $300,000 a year to over a fucking $1 million a year in 3 years. And the thing was, for 3 years straight, he just kept breaking through walls. He worked every fucking day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And what I learned yesterday, it doesn't have to be an all-day fucking grind. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get to work and get yourself out of your comfort zone. You got to beat yourself at least once every day. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep going every single day, you guys. And that will help defeat the procrastination. That will get you urgency, because once you're seeing what you're doing and what you're accumulating, so these guys just got their apartment now. How much better would you guys feel if you're able to double up a new car on top of that and your savings on top of it, instead of, oh yeah, last year I just got my car, now it's a new year, it's time to work on something else. No, just keep compounding, man. And people that are watching you, oh man, this guy just got a crib last week. He's showing a check for $10,000. Like, damn, he's got a whole crew. He's got another car. He got another place to live. Like, it's compounding, man, because you just keep fucking going. You keep on going, you guys. And you got to just keep going. That's how you break the procrastination. You got to get out and fucking make it happen. You got to show up every single day, you guys. And that's the number one thing that a lot of people deal with. I still deal with this. I'm pretty sure everybody still deals with it. I'm pretty sure Travis deals with it. But because he's gone through it so long and done it so many times, he broke through the walls over and over and over and over again. It ain't a big deal. You do get numb to it, man. Just like the hours. When you come from 9 to 5, you're like, fuck, man, I'm working all day and it's hot, the heat. You know, the first day me and Roger were out in the competition, it was hot as hell. And I just looked at him and I'm like, dang, man. We got 45 days of this bullshit right here during this competition. We can't make it through the first one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, 45 days of the fucking heat. And then boom, by day 3, we were numb to it, man. We were numb to the fucking 117-degree weather. We just kept fucking going, man. We just kept going. So that's what we got to get through, you guys. I love that topic. That's really good. I really feel like we have to deal with the procrastination urgency. I love having new guys in here because you're going to go through this stuff, man. You're going to procrastinate when you get a big check. You know what I'm saying? When you get a nice little car, you buy yourself a nice little watch. You know, those little things that make you think you're doing. You kind of see it on your wrist. And there's times where I feel like this. I won't come in with a fucking watch or a ring, or I take everything off for a whole fucking week. And I remember the last time I did that was in fucking Arizona when he went out there and I said, fuck you guys, fuck you Nesto, Angel, Raul, Roger, I'm going to fucking Arizona. And I fucking left. Didn't have a toothbrush with me, nothing. Took off, left, went out there, and after that week is when I made my first $10,000 in one fucking week, man. That was the first time I did it, when I just took everything off and I said, man, all I gotta do right now is just go. And just go, you guys. And then when you go and you just keep fucking going, man. Don't stop if you get the car. Don't stop if you get the house. Don't stop if you get the check. Don't stop if things are starting to fall into place finally. Because what happens when they start to fall into place, like, all right, things are going my way, people's natural habit is to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole point of the thing is you just can't ever stop, man. You can't ever stop. Even when we get fucking 30 years old or something, you are making millions of dollars. Guess what? If you stop, the money stops coming in. You just got the money sitting there. There's no such thing as staying the same, man. It gets worse. So what you got to do? You got to go again and take that money and make more money. You know what I'm saying? Everything you just got to keep going, man. 90-year-olds. How many times have you guys ran into a 90-year-old? Have you asked them what their secret? I always ask them, what's your secret for, staying fucking 90s? I just go to work every day. Like, I had a guy, he just fixing stuff on his house, just staying busy, man. Before I got arrested, he was a 90-year-old dude. He was talking about, he just works on his house all day long. He just stays busy. He has to stay busy. Even when I'm home, even if I'm home at night or something, I can't even sit on the couch and watch TV. I'm walking up the stairs. I'm walking back over here. I'm doing this. I can't even sit still, man, because after all these years, I'm just programmed to go. I can't sit still, man. I can't sit in the truck. I'm driving for 30 minutes. I just got to move my back. Everything starts to tense up, man, because in my mind, I know I got to go. I got this urgency. And the faster you do that, the faster you'll defeat this procrastination, you guys. That's the number one thing that you will face. And procrastination is really just yourself. That's all it is. But once you learn to beat yourself and you break it down and you make it real simple and you just try to get better every single day, man, all this stuff is a piece of cake. It becomes easy. Like he said, he gets numb to it. You get numb to the pain. And back to what I said, you got to have high energy, man. You got to be fucking pumped up, man. You got to have these constant reminders. Like today I went and drove through with K.Y.O.A to the houses over here. And I was like, dang, man. And my energy was so high. I could have been like, you know what? This would be a nice house. Maybe one day, you know what I'm saying? Maybe one day I'll get a place like this. I'm already thinking fuck that. We need to get in this place by next summer. We all got to be doing it next summer. I'm already thinking we'll have the house. We can be recruiting. We can all stay there. I used to like watching Real World on TV. I always wanted an aspect like that. We can be doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have the energy in order to have those types of ideas and things like that. And guess what? You got to have even more energy to follow through on it, man. You got to have energy throughout the day. You got to keep going. And that leads me to my next point. You got to monitor the energy. You can't just waste it on nonsense, man. You can't waste your energy. There's times, man, where I feel really good. My mind, I'm on a trigger. My mind is triggered an idea or something like that. And I'll get a message. I'll stop and I'll look at my phone. And it'll distract me. It'll literally take me off my vibe that I was just on. So things like that will waste your energy, man. So if you have focus and you got energy and you're focused right now, do everything you can while you're in that streamline of focus, man, and stay focused. So stay off of your phone. Little things like that you got to learn how to do to get away from that, to get the results that we're looking for, you guys, because it's a hard job. This is an extremely hard job, man, to do it over and over and over, consistently, day after day, day after day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we gotta master ourselves every day, you guys. But I like the meeting that you had picked out procrastination and urgency, and that's a big deal, man. You got, in order to get out of that, when you procrastinate, you gotta be uncomfortable, man. Because if you're not comfortable, you're not gonna allow yourself to sit there and be okay. You're not gonna allow yourself to just, let things happen to you. You know, if somebody passed away, let's say, God forbid, you guys are living with your parents, and your mom dies, and you have no one else to go to, you're in an uncomfortable position. Do you have time to procrastinate? Do you have time to fucking, no, you're like, damn, man, I gotta get a place to live. Like, I gotta figure something out. I gotta do it right now. I gotta get it right now. And that's what we gotta do, man. Put ourselves in uncomfortable positions to make us perform every single day. So, I mean, shit, I can't even believe this guy was staying in Mojave when he's got a fucking multi-million-dollar house with a view of Long Beach and LA and all that stuff like that. He was probably home 60 days out of the fucking year. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you do it. That's why he's at where he's at, man, because he doesn't procrastinate. He puts himself in uncomfortable positions, man. And it's all the same stuff that we're learning, you guys, all the same stuff. You guys know, same stuff I know. But the biggest thing we got to do, you guys, the number one thing after knowing this, sure, yeah, I know it all. You can roll your eyes and it's the same shit this guy said and this guy said. It's all the same stuff, man. All the same stuff. You have to remind yourself, man. Every day you got to remind yourself. That's why it's important to watch the videos. That's why it's important to read the books. That's why it's important to surround yourself around people who are better than you, that can remind you of different things that you may have forgot, because you'll learn it, you'll apply it, and you forget, man. That's why it's important to take notes. That's why we write our goals every single day, And it's all the same stuff. And one thing I told my guys, I think I actually told Raul too, when we're having the meetings at our house. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie The Founder, but Ray Kroc was listening to literally the same video that I played for these guys in my house, and Raul brought it to my attention. He was like, hey man, I think that's like the same thing that Ray Kroc was listening to, when we're watching the movie in The Founder. And I was like, you know what, you're absolutely right, and that triggered something. And what I thought was, imagine all the stuff that Ray Kroc did. He built a multi-billion-dollar business, man. Like, if you were anywhere near that guy, you'd be making $100 million a year in royalties alone, just from doing that. The only difference is all the information, all this stuff is the same shit, you guys. The only thing is, how often do you remind yourself, and what level are you willing to take it to, man? How big can you think? How big are you able to get to that next level, man? What level are you willing to take it to? He was able to take it to a multi-million-dollar level. I don't know if you guys watched the Randall Pitch thing. Like he said, I actually ended up watching it today with K.Y.O.A this morning, and I watched another video, and they were like in an entrepreneur meeting and stuff like that, and what they said was their thing is so big, like, don't even get into business if what you're thinking about doesn't have a B on it. If you can't get in there to make $1 billion, because he said it takes the same effort to make $1 billion as it is to make $1 million. That's what they said, man. And they took it to a whole nother level, So if you're thinking big, and sure, if you do fall short, you might end up like the guy at Safe Home, $700 million company. You might help build a company that's worth that much, and then sell, and you get like $200, $300 million, $500,000. I guarantee it's more money than what everybody in this room is thinking right now that we're worth. But we gotta believe that we're doing that right now, man. We gotta be the multi-millionaires right now. We gotta do the things that we're gonna be supposed to be doing in the future, that we see ourselves doing right now. If you want to be that guy, you gotta be in shape. That's a big reason why I got into the gym, because if I'm gonna see myself as this person, I don't see him as a big fat, guy, walking around here, chubby little short guy. I see myself a cut, ripped dude, shredded, walking around, tight shirts, looking good, man. High confidence and stuff like that. But if you're not going to do that, if you're eating all this bullshit food, or you're making all these same mistakes, you got to see who you want to be, man. You got to go after, you have to be that person. So even if you got $10 and you want to buy a meal or something like that, spend that money, man. There was times in Texas, I was like, man, I want to be able to buy. He bought like a big ass King of the Tank lobster, and I felt shitty because all I had was $7. And I was like, man, one day my belief was so strong. I spent all my last money. You may call it stupid or whatever, but that's my belief, man, because that's the person I want to be. I want to be able to not have to worry about spending money, man. I want to be able to not have to worry about what, buying clothes and the cost of things and looking at price tags and stuff like that. I just don't want. I know that's exactly what I want by not looking at that stuff. So guess what? Even if you're broke, whatever, you got to do that, man. Sometimes you don't have to look at the price tag. I don't look at furniture. When I had to get my furniture from my house, I bought it all in one fucking swipe, like I told these guys. Make sure you guys go to fucking work and put yourself in a position where you can do that. You ain't stressing about, oh man, I gotta pay my bill. I gotta wait till next week to do this, man. Fuck that, man. The Deshaun I know, the Deshaun I want to fucking be, buys everything that he wants right then and there, no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? If he wants it, he gets it. And that's how it's gotta be, man. You gotta program yourselves right now by doing that. And you got to eliminate the procrastination, man. You got to be urgent. You got to go after everything right now. But understand it does take patience, man. But act as if like you're right there about to get it, because we really are. You know, Patrick Ben-David said he gave himself 2 years. He gave himself 24 months to make like $300,000. Some number like that. He gave himself 2 years to make it, man. It took him 90 days. It took him much faster than I thought it was. When I started, before I had my team, man, when I started, it was actually like this time, man. It was like this time, between this time and the end of the year, man. I wasn't picking up consistent $2,000, $3,000 checks, man. And I just focused on one guy, Roger, and all these guys came in. It took from that time to the end of the year to me to break over 6 figures, man. And I thought I was gonna have to take a whole year. It took me like 5 months to do it, man. 5 months, and I never, in my wildest dreams, I never thought it would be that short. But that's what happened. It worked every single day, man. I went to work every single day, and I pushed every single day, and it came faster than I thought it was, man. That house, I remember the week before I moved in there, I didn't know how I was going to do it, man. I never bought a house before, never did the credit, never did any of that stuff, man. But I was like, you know what? I applied myself, came back, got it the first day I was back, on the day that we had off the break for the competition. Like I said, things happen faster than what you think it is, man. But we got to have the urgency. We got to keep this stuff. We got to get rid of it right now. We got to just go. Every single day, we got to just go, man. We got to just go. And Travis proved it to me a lot that we don't have to be working all day, you know, every single day, fucking 10 hours a day, you know, in the field, knocking doors, man. We're up here professionals. Look at yourself as a professional. All you need is like one street. That's all you need is one street in 3 hours to make the type of money you want to make, man. And then you got your team. Then you got to worry about getting your guys on board and things like that, or moving guys around. You strike quick, get your deals. But we got to just go, you guys. We got to just go. But in order for you to go, you got to fucking swallow that pill and understand you're going to have to put years of hard work together, man. You're going to have to work 7 days a week for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, man. Don't be a wannabe entrepreneur. I love that. Patrick Ben-David says, don't be a wannabe entrepreneur. You know, he said on the video, too, where you're walking around and saying, yeah, I got my own business, you know, yeah, I got a couple workers and stuff like that. But then you're not working fucking Sundays. You're not working when fucking you get dropped off. You're driving home. You're not educating yourself. You're back to doing the same bullshit, hanging out with some chick or whatever, somebody that ain't getting you to the next level, wasting your time, man, because my time is valuable. You know, I can't afford to give you any part of my time because that time can go to something else to get me here so I can do this, 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 and this, and get this, 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 and this. Instead of wasting the time here and knowing where that's going to get me, that's fucking nowhere. That's bringing me back that way. We got to swallow the pill, you guys. And I feel like I swallowed that pill because I told myself I'm not stop working, man. Like I'm on the mode where I'm going to build momentum. I'm working 7 days a week for the next 30 days at least. I'm going to do the 30-day challenge. I'm going to do it for 30 days. And I know for a fact once I do it right, I'm not going to want to stop after that because the type of money, the experience, and the things that I'm going to learn, it's going to be on a whole other level. I'm going to be afraid to stop working, man. Like in the competition with me and Roger working those 10 days, I was scared to go home on Wednesday nights and take off Thursday and Friday to say I needed a break and things like that. Like there was a voice inside of me that I did not listen to, and I made that mistake. That was like, bro, keep fucking going, man. Keep fucking working. Keep fucking digging. Stay in this mode, man. Stay in this grind. I could have been made 10 grand multiple times over again because that momentum would have compounded and kept going. And that procrastination, all this shit was done. What happened? I stopped Thursday, Friday, Saturday, got back up, went to work. We went to work Sunday, man. Had to get myself going. Had to fight through the procrastination. Had to fight through all these walls that I originally broke through. Got to fight through them all over again. And that's why they call it the ringer. Because you're just going in a big circle all the time. A big circle. Over and over and over again. You start here, you go through. Instead of going this way, you just come right back around. Start right where you left off. You do it right over again. Right over again. You know, I was telling Travis, it's actually a lot worse in this job than 9 to 5, man, because you make a shitload of money and then you spend it. Then you're going to work hard and make a shitload of money again, then you end up spending it. At least in 9 to 5, it comes in consistently, whether you work hard or not. It's coming in, you know, so it's a little dangerous, man, because you're playing with time, you know, and if you really want to get it and you really want to do these things, man, we got to just fucking go. And all the procrastination, all the urgency, all that stuff is going to come into place, you guys, and we're gonna have everything that we wish for, man. But once you get over that hump, and it has a lot to do with, you know, our youth and things like that, because it took me till I'm, 25 now, to realize, like, hey, man, I got to just keep working. It took me to go through spending all my money and fucking having to come back and go to work. It took me going through getting a car and wanting another car and wanting all this materialistic stuff and chain and jewelry and stuff like that. it took me to go through all those phases, man. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes people already know ahead of the curve. And that's why I brought us back here to this location so we can, you know, I can pick up more game off Travis because I want to get to that fucking next level, man. That's what I got to do. So I put myself in a position. I could have said, man, I got this. We're good. You know, we're straight. We don't need those fucking meetings, man. My guys are good. We're Gucci. We can do what we want. We did this. We did that. Thought of all the stuff we did in the past that ain't making us no money right now. I said, fuck that, man. And he said it was real good chess move. That's what he told me. That's all he said. By me coming in, he said, that's a good chess move you made. And that's exactly what I'm starting to play. I'm not playing checkers no more. I'm playing chess. I'm thinking ahead. When you take days off, I already know what's going to happen 2 months down the line. I know what your check's looking like 2 weeks later. You know, I know what you're going to go through when you spend that money. I know what you're going through. You got a big bonus? Okay, that's a lot of money to you, but that ain't shit to me. That means I know where your standards are at. That means I know what the next step for you is, and the next step, and the next step, or you can sit here and grind with me and figure it out as long as I'm going, and you can just skip levels sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about, you guys. Stop playing checkers, play chess. Let's start fucking running. Let's start going, and let's just work, baby. That's all we can do. Let's just work. Let's just make a lot of money all day, every day. I just tell myself I go make money every day, man. It ain't even work. How was it work? We were at the fucking bar yesterday. How was that work? Hanging out. You know what I'm saying? This guy's laughing at everybody, pounding 12 fucking beers. Are you kidding me? All you can tell me that I pound 12 beers, fucking work every day, and I can make $1.2 million? Like, what? Is that work, really? You know what I'm saying? Is that really work? Pushing these people around, does that really work? Like, come on, man. We're not lifting steel ton bricks all day long and breaking our back, and our knees going to be blowing out in 35 years, and we got to lift this heavy stuff as we can. Hell no, man. This ain't even fucking work. We're out here making money, man. And then once you figure out that, like I told Kai more, I was like, hey, man, I seen him. First thing I said was like, let's go make this money. That's the that's the best thing you ever told me since I've known this guy. Let's go make some money, man. I'm like, hell yeah. Let's make some fucking money, baby. Like, that's what I'm all about. It ain't about the money, but it gets myself excited. What's better, going to work or making money? What sounds better, Xavier?
Making money.
What sounds better, Adrian?
Making money.
What sounds better? Making money, man. Tell yourself we're gonna go out here and make some money. And guess what? You get excited, you get that energy going. Procrastination out the window, man. Urgency starts adding up. Then you just start going. Let's go make some money. All right, I'm ready to make some fucking money. How much money you want to make today, Angel? You know, I feel like I deserve $1,500 a day. Ain't nothing. We got 3 hours. We're out here in LA. Let's do this shit real quick. Boom. Start knocking doors, and you go in the fucking zone, man. When you have to turn your homework or your assignment in, it's last minute. Boom. What do? You knock it out real quick. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure out ways to trigger that switch. It's like a light switch. We just hit that switch, and boom, we just go. And that's right when you get dropped. That's like 5 to 10 minutes before you get dropped off. We have our little lunch. Whatever, you're hanging out with your boys, we're having a good time, we're all congregating together, man, we're all doing our entrepreneur meetings and stuff like that. That's what it is. We're all different entrepreneurs all together, and then boom, as soon as you hit the field, all right, let's go, guys. The radio gets turned down, you know what I'm saying? You see the look in the leader's eyes, like, all right, it's game time, man. Boom, flip that switch. You see a deal? Let me out right here. Let me go get this. Let me go make some money real quick. And you just fucking go, man. And you just go, and you go, and you go, and you go, until you get fucking picked up. And then you'll be, that's a full day right there, man. And you may see where you landed. See where you ended yourself at, man. So that's all I really gotta say, man. I can go on for hours and hours now. I can freestyle meetings all day long, man. But when I first started, I remember, man, I'll share a story with you guys. It took going through a lot of walls. It took going through all this stuff. It took going through all this stuff, man. 5-6 years of this nonsense, man. The first time you ever called me in a meeting, and I remember it was the first time procrastination had ever hit me. When I first came in, I was super hungry, man. I was so hungry. I came in, I went to work every day. I was sleeping on the fucking office floor every day, man. They're trying to kick me out. And then we went on trips and I pushed. And I remember I started getting like 5 deals every single week. I was getting a deal every single day. I remember the exact meeting. Charles was like, you know what, you're automatic now. I remember that. It felt good saying that. And then I thought I was good. I took a little bit of time off. I came back. We went on a trip to Arizona, and I just didn't feel right, man. My confidence wasn't high. Like, I did not feel right at all. And he told me to do a meeting, and that shit was so fucking weak, you guys. Like, the meeting, I'm telling you, like, it was probably the weakest meeting any of you guys would ever see in your fucking life. I would never do that ever again, man. Like, he literally told me to walk back out of the fucking room and come back in and do a meeting, man. And it was fucking terrible. It was so terrible, man. It was so terrible, you guys. But that only happened because I stopped, man. I stopped building off what I already built. You know what I'm saying? When you build something, you want to keep going, because what happens if you start building these houses out here and you just leave the wood in the frame and you leave all that stuff exposed, what happens? It gets weak. Weather starts getting it. It starts bringing it down, man. It breaks it back down. Now you're going to put even more effort, because you gotta get yourself to do it. You gotta get over the mental hump. You gotta get over the emotional distress to get back over, man. You know what I'm saying? And start building it back again. Knowing all the work you put in. Now you're working 2 times as hard. So you're really killing yourself. Just do it once, man. Fuck it. If you got a problem, then 3 times. Then you got 4 times. You got 5 times. You got 60. You got a million times over, man. Some people never even build their foundation. You know what I'm saying? So let's go, you guys. Just keep fucking going. Keep compiling, man. Like I said, the next best thing in the world, I think Einstein said, or it's the 9th or the 8th wonder in the world, man, is compounding. Everything. If you compound everything, you have a bunch of clothes. It's better to have a lot more clothes or a little bit of clothes, man. Like you said, real simple. You want a little bit or a lot, man. You want a lot of momentum or you want a little bit of momentum. You want a big bank account or you want a little bank account. You want 4 fucking foreign cars or you want 1 little car. You know what I'm saying? You want 5 houses? I'm like, damn, looking at a house on the beach. I was like, dang, you know what? They're renting out seasonal. Like, what can I do, man? They're talking like $4 grand. I'm not gonna spend $4 grand on a house for just to live there for 6 months and then pay on top of the house that I'm living in right now. And I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, that's what I want. So guess what I gotta do? I gotta make more money. I gotta go even harder. I gotta keep going. I gotta continue to go so I can blow $4 grand a month on a fucking house and not even be there most of the time. Cause what? All the money's on the fucking road, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So this is shit that I'm figuring out, and we gotta do this shit, you guys. Now you guys are new. Stay on that shit. Don't get comfortable, man. Don't fucking get comfortable. I did all that shit. I got a girl. I got fucking married. Moved in with her. She fucked me up. I had to leave her ass. And that's when I started making some serious ass money, man. When I got out of my comfort zone. I used that pain to fuel me to get to the next level. Maybe you got to go through it. Maybe you don't, man. But that's my road. Everybody else's journey is a little bit fucking different. You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking get comfortable. Don't ever get comfortable. Don't ever, ever, ever get comfortable, man. And that's the biggest lesson I'm learning right now. And I'm glad I'm able to learn at a young age. And that's the biggest thing these guys would teach us, man, is don't fucking get comfortable. Because at a point in time, you get comfortable, that's when everything else starts passing you up, man. Everything starts passing you up. Everything gets better. You think Apple is fucking getting comfortable with their iPhone 7 sales? Fuck no. They probably working on the 8 and already got ideas for the fucking 9. And they're planning out they're going to make this much and this much more, man. Everything. Mercedes, you think they're fucking comfortable? The shirts you guys are wearing, you think they're fucking comfortable, man? Fuck it. The guy at the gel you put in your hair, you think that company's getting comfortable? Hell no. If all these other people that are doing stuff aren't getting comfortable, why would you get comfortable, man? That's the secret. That's what you got to see. Is you got to wake up and realize, man, don't get comfortable until you got 30 million in the bank and you got that shut the fuck up money. You know what I'm saying? That money he was talking about. Until you got all that stuff. Don't get comfortable, you guys, and that's the key. That's just the biggest key. You can't stop, man. You can't ever stop. You can't ever stop. Even when it's, Randall Pitch said that. When do you actually stop working? He's as an entrepreneur, man, in my business, I don't ever stop. Sure, the employees end at like 5 p.m., but I got to keep going. I got to still check my emails. I got to do this. I got to do that. He's always working, man. In the gym, I'm always listening to stuff. Before work, I'm always trying to do stuff. I'm always trying to do something, man, that's valuable to my time. Understand that. Time is important. We don't have a lot of it. These guys would say it as well, too. Time is very, very valuable. Hope you guys talk about it a little bit when you come up here, how important time is, the experience you guys been through, the opportunity that they have right now, that we have right now, that you have as well, too, Because I understand, I feel the pain when these guys say, I wish I'd learned it at a younger age, too. Because sometimes I wish I learned it when I was 12. I wish I learned the stuff that I'm teaching my nephew, man. Like, he's saying stuff that's blowing my mind. Like, you motivate me, Sean, you do this, you do that. And I'm like, dang, that actually pumps me up, man. And I'm like, you know what? This kid's going to be a killer. He can afford to make a lot more mistakes. As we get older, we can't make those mistakes, man. We can't. We can't. And if we get all that young mentality to where we got fucking time, because that's all it is. We're thinking, oh, we're good. We'll pick it up when it's time, when I feel like it's better, Fuck that, man. We got to get this shit right now. There's 21-year-old millionaires, man. There's people that are millionaires that can't even get Justin Bieber was a fucking millionaire. His parents were making all the money first. They had to sign it over to him. They had to sign to receive the check for him. You know what I'm saying? There's kids that are outdoing us, man. Little entrepreneur kids. You know what I'm saying? All they do is they just skipped a few levels, man. They got past this part. They got past procrastination, and they built urgency real quick, you guys. So that's what we got to do, man. That's what I tell my team, man. Get here fucking early. You know what I'm saying? Get here early. Get here early. Let's go to the eat. Let's eat real quick. Eat. Right deals. Get home early. Now you got a fucking life. Now you can do what you want to do. Now we're living the life of a professional. You know what I'm saying? Now we're getting deals. We should be done by like 3, 4 o'clock every fucking day, man. We should be done. $1,500 made, $1,000 made every single day, $6,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? Now you got 6, 7 hours to better yourself. Learn something else. Educate yourself. Get better at something, man. That's how we got to get it, you guys. Get this as a strong flow of movement, man. We can't be sitting here taking all day just to get to the field at 3, 4 o'clock and start late and this is all we're doing. And fuck that, man. Speed this shit up, you guys. Let's do this shit. Let's fucking get this down to a T where it's automatic, man. That's where we gotta get it to, you guys. And that's the urgency that we're talking about right there. Every day I remember this motherfucker be yelling at dudes. He let people right out of the van. You'll see a guy like walking, like, man, hurry up, man. Get your food real quick. Let's go. We gotta get money, man. We gotta get deals. You guys don't want to know the fucking Travis I know when he was in the fucking grind in the transition from 300 grand a year to $1 billion. It was, man, it's like a slave worker, man. Like every day, like he wouldn't even fucking tell us. We go drive and work out San Diego. I'm like, all right, so we're going home and then we pull in a hotel. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, we're staying the night. Didn't give a fuck what anybody had plans to do. That's the urgency I'm talking about. First thing in the morning, got deals, man. That's how you make all that money. Pete remembers, he was there too. Picked him up in Arizona. We're on a trip when I met Pete. I remember that shit, man. But that's the level we gotta take it to, you guys. We gotta remind ourselves of this stuff, man. Remember this meeting. I'm glad we got these recordings on YouTube, man, because it's gonna help us. Now we gotta take the time. We can review the meetings that we've had. You can watch the videos again, you know, that we've had our own meetings. Something might have sparked you here. And you might feel a little, You watch a fucking video, boom, it picks you right back up. Or you might hear the right message. You might have to go through 3, 4 different videos to finally hear that one thing that sparks you, man, and gets you fucking going and keeps you driven, man. So it's a different thing to be motivated. It's another thing to be driven, you guys. We got to stay driven. That means we don't ever stop. We keep fucking going. When you're driving and you're smashing, you're going, man. Pedal to the fucking metal, you know? So that's all I got to say about the meeting today. Let's get out there and let's get it, you guys. Let's practice every day. All it is a practice every single day. Once you master this every day, do it for 1 week. It goes on to the next, go on next. This is a thing of the past. Now we're figuring out how can we get better, man. How can I, you know, add value, more value to my time and stuff like that, you know? So I'm going to get into my goals here, man. I want guaranteed results. How do I feel today? I'm at 11. I feel really good today, man. Went to the gym this morning. My day started at 5:30 in the morning, man. I'm getting up, you know, because I'm listening to a lot of videos and a lot of people have these rituals. They got winning rituals. I'm up at 5:30 in the morning, man. Take 30 minutes to get myself together. Scoop my little pre-workout in. I'm in the gym. I'm there in like 10, 15 minutes pumping iron, man. 2-hour fucking workout. I'm like, dang, I don't want to get up that early and go to the gym and all. It takes me a long time and I have all these excuses. I'm like, fuck that, man. Go out there. I do it and I feel much better to start my day. That's the hardest part of my day, man, actual physical labor. So I feel great. I advise you guys try it. Get up early. He's up at 5:30 in the fucking morning. You know what I'm saying? He's going on walks. That's the time you get inspiration. Look at boats, look at houses, go jump up in that car. You might run into other successful people, man. Like you never know, man, when you're up that early. So I'm up that early, man, getting it in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Get my mind ready. Like my mind is already, I've been awake. You know what I'm saying? I've been awake, ready to go. My focus level is an 11 plus. I know what I need to do today. I know what I want to do. I know what I got to do. And I'm going to fucking do it today, man. How much money you want to make today? I want to make more money today than I ever had in one day. That's how we gotta look at every single day, you guys. We want to make more money. We want to do better. Every day has to be the best day of our life, man. I remember when I was telling myself, it literally was for like a whole week straight. And what happened? I stopped. I fell off that procrastination. Now I gotta get it back, and that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. How much money I want to make this month? I want to make more money than I ever had in 1 month. I forgot this week. I want to make more money than I ever had in 1 week. That's anywhere north of $10,000, man. How much money you want to make this year? I will make 10 times more than last year, man. Because I watched a video and it just got me fucking pumped. It was about Steve Harvey. He said how to make $1 million. You start with making 10, multiply that by 10 times, you got 100. Multiply that by 10 times, you got 10,000. Multiply that by 10 times, now you got 100,000. Now you get a couple workers to help you out. You're only one step away from being a fucking millionaire. And when I heard that, the thought, boom, 7 days a week just came in my head right now. I gotta work 7 days a week. I gotta show up. I gotta be here 7 days a week. Just the fact of not saying working 7 days and like, you know, I know what I'm gonna do, man. Just the momentum of being in work, being in that mode, being in that focus is gonna get me to fucking pull 3, 4 guys in off the street, bring them in here. You know, seeing that hustle, compound that effort, compound these deals, man. You know, even when I don't know about you guys, but when he fucking said, yeah, man, make $2 grand on Saturdays and Sundays, I screenshot that message. Make $2 grand on Saturdays and Sundays. That's $8 grand a month. That's $4 grand for your house. That's $2 grand for the fucking Lambo. Just Saturdays and Sundays to pay for all that. Everything else, go to your business. I was like, damn. That's how we gotta look at shit. Why is he looking at it different than how come he's seen that remedy faster than I seen that remedy? Why? Because he's working all day. He don't stop. He keeps going, man. His mind isn't on bullshit. So his mind's creating different things. It's making connections, different links. You know, so that's what I'm on, man. I'm on that already. everybody else has to get on that as well too. And guess what? If I'm on that, I want everybody else to be around that too. If you ain't on that, I don't want to be around you. Like, I can't afford to be around you. I can't afford to be around you, man. And you can't afford to be around me, obviously, because I remember we're in the van, you know what I'm saying? It felt good first. I remember you say, man, he's like, man, I don't even want to have you guys around. He said something like, I can't even go eat what I want to eat because everybody's fucking broke and you can't eat that shit. I'm like, now I got to settle for your shit. Now his standards are getting lower. Like, fuck that, man. Fuck that. And I was like, hey, let's go eat. You know, I worked hard. I got money. We can go. I'll spend $500 on a meal right now. Let's do it, man. I'm fucking with it. You know, but there was a point in time I felt shitty when that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that, but the fact is, in this life, I'm not slave to anybody. I'm not slave to money. I'm not slave to nothing, man. I do what I want. I get what I want. I have what I want. That's what it's about. That's true freedom, man. True freedom is being fearless. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, how am I going to pay this bill? Oh, man, my mom's sick. She needs $20,000 for the treatment. Like, fuck that, man. I don't want to feel that ever. I don't want to feel that ever. And the only way to get to that is breaking through my own fears every day, man. That's real freedom. By having no fear. Absolutely no fear. Not afraid of nothing, man. Not afraid of nothing. And what is your short-term goal for today this week? Be better than I was the day before. Get better. Add 1% every day. Be better all around at the end of the week and the beginning, and work 7 days, man. Like, it's just gonna give me that. That's the fucking key. I'm just gonna work 7 days a week. I wish there was 8 days, man. I'm working more days. I'm not even gonna care what day it is. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm working, man. I'm working. I'm getting deals. I'm getting money. I'm bringing people in. My favorite videos of Sean P. Diddy when he says, my eyes stay on Merlot. Like, why are you wearing your glasses? He takes his glasses off. He's like, eyes all bloodshot. He looked like he was stoned. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, my eyes just stay on Merlot, man. I'm always working and put the shades back on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Look at Steve Harvey when he's doing the videos like this. Like, you got to make 10, then 100 million, then you got $1 million, then you got 1,000. Like, the look in his eyes, man, it's just like, he don't fuck around, man. You don't play games, because you look somebody in the eyes, you ever seen that person? Oh, man, I'm not going to fuck with this guy. You ever had that time where you want to ask Travis a question, you know he's just on it so much, you think twice about your question, like, you know what? I'm going to save this for later. You know, and you walk away. There's times, man, when there's somebody just on it, like, I know, Gabe, you probably feel that, right? Like, you know, he's on that bullshit right now. Let me fucking walk over here. Like, you want to be that guy, man, where your family's like, hey, you know, my sister, I'm trying to help her with my car and stuff like that. She's like, every day she comes with me something. Now she's like, you know what, Deshaun? She's like, never mind. You know, just walks away. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. I got shit to take care of. I'm out. You know, I'm moving, you know, so be better than I was, man. Work 7 days a week. Always be on the grind, man. Crack the code. Figure out the puzzle. Eric Thomas says, how'd you figure out the code? I grinded through the code, man. How'd you get to the top? I grinded to the top, man. How'd you get to be number 3? I grinded to be number 3, man. How'd you get so close? I grinded to be that close, man. You got to grind. You got to keep going, man. I'm figuring it out, you guys. I'm figuring it out. And don't believe me, just watch, because it's going to fucking happen, man. It's happening. That's not going to happen. It's happening right now, and it's going to happen in front of your guys' eyes. And you can be there with me, and we can all do it together, or I can fucking keep going, like Travis said, look back and like, where's everybody at, man? You're still back there? You're still doing that? You're still taking days off? You're still in an apartment? Like, you're still driving one car? Like, you still got one worker? You still got one team? You still got one office? Fuck that, man. I'm going. I'm running to the top, man. Next major goals, work all 30 days this month, man. Today's what, the 2nd? And it's what, Wednesday? Today's Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? See, that's what I'm saying. Wednesday. So I started I'm already a day ahead, man. I started the first day was July 31st. That was Sunday. Yep, Monday too. Yeah, so I'm already a day ahead, man. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to put this 30-day challenge to work. I'm working all 30 days straight this month, and I'm building unstoppable momentum. That's the plan. That's the goal that I want this year. Build unstoppable momentum. Everything else is going to fall into place. The money is going to fall into place. The work ethic is going to fucking be there, man. The ideas, everything is going to fucking be there, man. What I'm willing to sacrifice and do to guarantee I'll accomplish these goals, taking time and days off. What can I do to improve myself in this company? Push more and work more, because the more I push, the more I work, the more people are going to chase me, beat me, outdo me, the more everybody's going to want to do, man. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You don't know what the next level is until you see somebody at the next level and you want to get to that next level, man. So I want to be the one, you know, that's setting the fucking trend around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the first motherfucker in here after DQ and Fernando and all those guys like that. And that's what it's been ever since then, man. So let's fucking go. You guys be the ones too. I will not make these mistakes anymore. I signed that mistakes missed. I didn't get a fucking solid deal, man. That's unacceptable. But I'm going out there today and I'm making my $1,000 a day, man. I'm out there making sure this stuff happens. What I'm going to sacrifice and do to guarantee those make these mistakes? I already said that, actually. I said I don't make these mistakes anymore. How hungry I'm going to accomplish these goals at 10. I promised myself I will do it takes, accomplish these goals. I signed that, and then I just put a bunch of notes, man. Be numb to everything, high expectations, energy. Think big. If you think big, your grind is gonna be big, man. Stay at a 10 and finish even stronger. Finish at an 11, man. If you started at 10, you need to be at an 11 because you feel that much better of how much money you made. You beat yourself and you got to that next level, man. And the now business, that's important, man. Everything needs to be done right now. You got an idea, do it right now. You need to hire, do it right fucking now. You need a bill, do it right fucking now. You need $1,000, do it right now, man. You see a deal, close it right now. You gotta eat right now. You got a meeting right now. Let's do it, man. And then juggernaut, break through all the walls. That's it, guys.